Thursday night, and we just got to do a good job of managing the game, not letting them get a lot of fast breaks and take control.
With Doncic and James on the floor.
Man, just try to make everybody else score and have them be as effective as we can. Those guys are great playmakers, so it's on us to just talk and stay together.
John, good luck. Thank you.
Thanks.
Guys, back to you.
And George, everybody else did score. Third foul actually on Hachimura, so see how.
Adjustment here. I believe Luka was going to come in probably in about 2 or 3 minutes for Goodwin, most likely. But now the foul trouble with Hachimura might change.
Hachimura at the 5. Will be interesting to see how much of this we see. The Lakers made, as we mentioned at the top of the show, what they thought was another trade right before the deadline, and an important trade. Mark Williams, a center from the Charlotte Hornets, as Reeves. He's back tonight, and he got in late last night, so he's not going to play, but he's on the bench and expected to play minutes. George has more on that.
Dave Leggs, our own Shams Charania, our NBA insider, is reporting the Charlotte Hornets have been in contact with the NBA as they explore options to dispute the Los Angeles Lakers' failed physical assessment of Mark Williams, sources tell ESPN. The Williams-Dalton
sitting there was not going to play tonight. J.J. Redick said didn't think it was fair to him. Very late last night, so decided to let his head sort of gather itself as he watches this and figure out exactly what's going to happen with Connect going forward.
James looking to take Kessler off the bounce, falling away, connects again in the NBA. We've seen that twice in this game. James with 11 points already. Kick ball, gonna stay with Utah. Here supporting Luka Doncic, his former teammate. Dirk's. Collins hits the front. And James out of there with it, racing up the floor, but needs some help. Had to wait for his teammates to get set. Lakers by 14. 2 minutes gone by. Reeves driving, bumped, and will shoot 2 with Collins picking up the foul.
And one of the benefits of this will be for Austin Reeves in that a handle, he draws fouls. And so that's going to be something as the Lakers' only other ball handler prior to Luka's arrival. In a half game, so he's getting there almost 10 times a night in this stretch and converting every time.
That's the part of his game that probably not enough people talk about. It's just how good he is at finding driving lanes, getting to the basket, and then ultimately getting to the free throw line. James, long 3. Pinballs out to Hachimura. And the 15-foot putback off the heel. Collins threw it right to Goodwin as he was falling down. And it led to an easy basket.
Yeah, it's just a tough break for Collins. Lost his balance as he was going to the ground after they clearly had secured the rebound. Ends up with 2 easy ones for the Lakers.
And Goodwin lost his mask. Wearing a mask to protect a facial injury. Had to take it off there, so playing without it. James no look down court. Hachimura lost it. And now Collier ahead of the pack. Goes in for the easy lay. 11 points for Utah off of Laker turnovers. Collier was Bronny James's teammate at USC last year. Bronny out.
Bunch of young guys that they're trying to develop, and Will Hardy was just raving about Isaiah Collier and the way he has played over the last month.
Yeah, really grown in terms of his decision making. Made a good pass there. Johnny Juzang, who played collegiately here. After growing up in LA, played for UCLA, he missed the 3. Finney Smith's 3, no good. But a second chance opportunity. And Reeves got shoved as he was trying to fight. And Luka talking with Justin Van Dyne. Thought foul should have been called earlier. So they're going to stagger James and Doncic minutes here. LeBron was out there for about 6 minutes without Doncic, and now Luka will play without LeBron.
Well, you think about minutes together, and the end of the game on most nights, depending on the score, will be the last 6-7 minutes. That's right there, and now Redick has the luxury of staggering these guys and making sure you always have.
He's seen Luka grow the most. He said everywhere, but when he's willing, he's been a much better defender than he was early on in his career. 3-ball from Hachimura.
I think Luka Doncic is the best in this league at the late find. After he's exhausted under the basket is really unique, and you saw Hachimura benefit from that right there.
2 assists for Doncic to go with 5 points in his first ever game as a Laker. Now we got a Jackson Hayes.
Weak side of the floor at any angle to let weak side shooters spot up and still do damage late in the clock.
Didn't make All-NBA his rookie year, but since 5 consecutive first-team All-NBA selections for Luka Doncic. Won't be eligible for the awards even if he plays every game the rest of the way. Missed too many games, won't hit that 65-game mark. Doncic on the step back and drill the three. And cleared by Collins. Pass from Collier went through the legs of Collins. Here's Hachimura in transition, and he's hacked by Markkanen.
Bright young minds in the game, and he's in a tough position right now, as any coach would be with a franchise in the NBA that's clearly in rebuild. The side of this rebuild, which they're playing the long game right now for sure. A lot of picks over the next 7 years, 11 first-round picks in the next 7 years. This is the option they're going to take, and Will Hardy could be the guy to lead it.
So Doncic does the Dirk with Dirk in attendance after LeBron just did it a couple of minutes ago. That 1-foot fadeaway. Doncic now with 7 points. Juzang's 3, no good. Lead is 21 for LA. Now on the switch, Doncic fires to Finney-Smith. They were teammates for a few years in Dallas. Hachimura driving and finishing off.
On the left side of the court, 3 players shift to that side, gets it to the other side quickly, and then there's opportunities for Hachimura to find a driving lane.
I mean, obviously we know Luka Doncic is a brilliant scorer, but his IQ, teamed with the incredible bash seen over 22 years of LeBron James. Here's Doncic for 3. It's so rare to have a tandem like that together. Has LeBron played with any teammates he's played with that's similar to Luka?
He's had great teammates, Hall of Famers. But because of the style of game and the ball usage for Luka Doncic.
Hachimura trying to put it on the deck and get past Clarkson. And a foul called on the Jazz. 4th team foul.
And one of the great luxuries will be late game, how fresh LeBron and Luka both could be because of some of that response at any time. And now they can play off each other. You see Luka again with a nice burst on the receive.
Doncic, and you look at the timing of this move. The Lakers are right in the thick of things in the West. They're tied for 25 games, best record during that stretch. A lot of people curious if they can compete this year. Doncic with the jab step, now fires. Can't drill the 3. He's 1 for
point line as it is. After this long layoff, I think that'll be the last thing to come for Luka, the consistency from out there.
Hachimura, but not a smart foul. That is 4 on him last year in the conference semis, as Luka led, along with Kyrie Irving, Dallas to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2011 when they won the championship and beat LeBron James and the Miami Heat. So Doncic and James on the floor together here, likely to close out the first half. Doncic puts it on the floor, leans in, gives it up to Vincent. Shot clock at 3. James returns it. Vincent will pop. With a triple for the Lakers.
What a find by LeBron. Goes down the left side of the lane, knowing Vincent was all the way over on the right wing.
Clarkson inside, no. Hayes rebounds. Quick outlet, James. Looking to push. Finney-Smith fouled by Markkanen. That will put 1 late in the first half. Luka with 9. James with 11.
Listed in Dwayne Wade, in fact, a finals MVP and a champion's arrival in Miami. But there was never a doubt with all of those guys paired with LeBron who was in control. And Luka obviously has been that his entire career. That's why this pairing pick you apart from all over the floor.
George has more.
Dave, Legs, I covered those Heatles teams every night, road and home. Legs, I will say this, we do remember there was that tough start. Remember, they were 9-8 to start that season, and guys were taking turns. Now, after that, they won 21 of 22, but it really wasn't until that offseason after the kind of now at this stage, 15 years later.
And what's so unique about this at his age, but how much longer can LeBron possibly go in stages of his career now playing with a new superstar?
So significant that they overlap here. You're talking about the greatest player of the last 2 decades, now paired with a guy that potentially is going to be one of the greatest players of the next decade for the Lakers. So it is really unprecedented, as I said at the start. Guys of Luka Doncic's ability.
Been such a buzz, even on Saturday when there was talk that maybe Doncic would play but sat out. The entire city has been anticipating this very night, and it was packed about an hour before the game. Everybody watching Luka warm up. James has it knocked away by Collins. Markkanen in transition, lobs it up there for Kessler.
Open floor for Utah, connecting on that lob.
Finney Smith driving, gets it back, and scores off the window. They were this good as James trying to get...
Lakers go to a little zone look right there. Defenders spread enough. Too much space in the corner, give up the open 3.
Doncic leans in, foul. It won't fall, but Luka will go to the line for his first free throws as a Laker. Clarkson picks up his second foul. Jordan has scored more points per game in NBA playoff history. Doncic, historically in 50 career playoff games, has been even better in the postseason. Games with League Pass now 30% off through February 16th.
I think to George's point earlier, too, which was really good, the beginning here. Now, tonight doesn't look like we're headed there. We'll see what Utah can muster in the second half. But I thought Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, when they first got paired, a presence like LeBron.
Markkanen's 3, not there. Doncic fires down the court to James in stride. It rolls around. 13 points for James, 3 assists for Doncic.
That's a 2-hand chest pass, plus feet in the air on a rope, and put it in the only place LeBron could get that.
69 first half points for the Lakers. Clarkson won't fall from deep, batted around, and out of bounds off the jab. Doncic on the switch has Walker Kessler on him. Luka penetrates, puts it up, missed the shot. Tracking it down is Reeves. 4 seconds to go in the half. Reeves for three. Lakers shoot 60% from the floor on a night that